Hello, so who am I? To anyone who's new to my channel, I'm Yaniss. I have been diagnosed with MS since I was 17. I'm 22 right now, but I was diagnosed way earlier, and the disease have been pretty much progressing a lot. I progressed to crutches, to cane and wheelchair and crutches and yeah, all that embarrassing stuff. You don't want people to look at you that way, but that's that, and that's life. Um, it's hard, but you don't have to face this alone. Know that some people are here to help, to give you inspiration, maybe, to give you ideas, and you can do something great today. Okay, I was just laying my head. I'm so eager. Okay, eager. Um, Either you're living with MS or another kind of chronic illness, or maybe it's something emotional or something else that's happening in your life. Don't worry. Everybody faces their challenges. Life is hard, but you don't have to face it alone. Right now, I think I'm gonna move outside. I'm in, again, Morocco, beautiful Morocco, beautiful hotel. And yeah, the bed is not what it should be. But hey, so I moved cities. I'm in Tanger. Before it was Safi, then I moved to Tanger. For those who are curious, maybe, Morocco is a beautiful place to visit. So, that said, let's get into it. Talk about is basically, no, I'm gonna look at my plan. I didn't really know about MS until I did some research, and yeah, of course, it was a shock, like for everybody, I guess. Obviously, multiple sclerosis is one of those huge diagnoses you don't want to have. So what is multiple sclerosis? Basically is when your immune cells attack the myelin sheath, which cover your nerves in the brain. So the myelin sheath is basically like a fatty substance that facilitates the communication between nerves, and that the myelin gets attacked by the immune system. Why? They don't know. Researchers don't know yet. They're looking to find answers, but the brain is so difficult to understand, and neuroscience is still a new branch of research, and the brain is so complex. One brain is not equal to another brain. In those last 2 decades, a lot has been found. I mean, treatments, people have wrote books, internet is a broader resource where you can find good stuff, but not so good stuff, so you have to be careful too. Okay, so tactics about overcome my multiple sclerosis. So what is written? Oh, I'm gonna start with this. Yes, it's something I read in a book called overcoming multiple sclerosis. If you don't know, I'm gonna link the video below or somewhere in the video. Um, One of the tips I've read in this book, OMS, Overcoming Multiple Sclerosis, is that exercise. Obviously, exercise is something that is important to all of us. Yeah, you don't exercise, you're basically killing yourself. But in the context of MS, it's worse because already you're losing some functions, and if you're making your muscles being already weak, you're making them weaker, well then it's a vicious cycle. So exercise is really important. um, just to name some things, because I find it really interesting. Exercise promotes neural protection, neural regeneration, and neuroplasticity. That's interesting. Through the production of nerve growth factors, and by inducing immune modulation through alteration in cytokines and stress hormones. This could reduce long-term disability. So yeah, I mean, that is not to ignore, right? Okay, yeah. Exercises. Research is clear on that, on this. Um, Exercise is something that is not to deny with people who have multiple sclerosis, so there is hope. It doesn't mean you have to go to the gym and go crazy. Any exercise, any form of exercise is good. Could be simply stretching, if you can walking for a couple of minutes. How exercises make the brain work, it's so different. Sometimes walking aerobic exercises to stimulate the brain differently than weight training. Both are important. If you can combine both, it's perfect. Overcome multiple sclerosis is stress reduction techniques. What I mean by that, it could be simply mindfulness, meditation, visualization. The spirit is a powerful thing. Human spirit is a powerful thing. Science has proven already the placebo effect is a thing. Doctors don't know. they, and the mind is a product of our own brains. Our own brains. Sleep. I know if you're a student, it's tempting, really tempting, to cut on sleep, but you shouldn't, because the brain needs it. If you're ill, you need it even more, so you shouldn't cut on sleep. Sleeping is important, at least for I'm gonna give an example, because being a student, you don't want to sleep, you want to, I don't know, study, I guess. You're procrastinating, maybe, I guess. For example, 15 minutes earlier than last night. For example, last night you slept at midnight. Then the night, for example, I don't know, today, you're telling yourself, okay, I am dedicated to sleep, go to sleep at 11:15. I know it's not 15 minutes, but math is not my strength. Okay. Have a good diet, a healthy diet for anyone, but for someone with MS, if you eat junk food every day, of course you're gonna feel bad. Of course you're gonna feel worse. you're gonna feel like your disease is being bad. If you have a bad lifestyle, you're gonna feel bad. Either you have MS or not. But what I'm talking about is how I overcome my multiple sclerosis. So diet is what I follow. I don't eat saturated fat. I try to cut on saturated fat. I eat lots of vegetables, lots of fruits and vegetables. Um, they're they're full of nutrients. They're amazing. I eat lots. Well, I eat lots of fish. Fish is good. If you're a vegan, it's okay. There are other things that contain omega 3s like avocados. I think I can't. I don't know. Um, but omega 3 fatty acids can be found in vegetable sources too. Um, Fatigue. Listen to your body when it tells you something. Fatigue is one of the invisible symptoms of MS, and you shouldn't ignore it. Um, like I saw with my occupational therapist, she said um, there are three fatigue. Well, three types of fatigues. There's cognitive fatigue, meaning like, for example, I'm studying and nothing is entering. I cannot memorize. I cannot read. Um, I forget. That is cognitive fatigue. There is physical fatigue. For example, when I walk, I cannot walk long distances without dragging my feet. Um, so yeah, that's an issue. So listen to your body. Maybe you need to stop and stretch. Well, that's what I do. Of course, MS is different for everyone, and that's quite unfortunate. But I'm doing my best to help uh, the most people with the best of my abilities. There's cognitive, physical, and I think it's emotional fatigue. Emotional fatigue is maybe cognitive. That is annoying. I know the disease is annoying. I know. um, but it's important to know how to manage some symptoms, and asking for help is not a bad thing too. It's important to find something you love. See the disease not as something to fall victim to, but just take it as something that comes to you. Well, it doesn't come to you, it's something that happens, and it's unfortunate. But I think it's important to really find something that brings you joy and that brings you happiness. I mean, for me, I know that that is music because I've been doing it for so long. I did it since I was 6, meaning 5 years ago. Doing it since I was 6, meaning 10 years ago. No. Well, find something that is passionate to you. Maybe you like architecture, maybe you're someone who's passionate of science, something. As long as you got something, that's when you know. And beautiful things can happen from it. I mean, we've been seeing it throughout history. People living through the hardest things have done great things. And you can too. You can too. Um, so yeah, that's it. That was my message for the end. Someone could relate to it. That it could help. So here I am outside again. I just wanted to share. I just wanted to show you another side of the apartment. So here it is. A beautiful view I wanted to show you through the horizon.